What's going on? It's your boy Sermon at Sermon's Domain on Twitter. Kendrick Lamar is coming. New album is dropping on April 7th according to his latest single, The Heart Part 4, which he dropped last night. And he has a lot to get off his chest. I think with each installment of the Heart series, he's always served a purpose for each individual song. And so for Part 4, I feel like it serves two purposes. One, he wants to respond to a certain rapper, which we'll get to. And two, he wants to declare that he's the best rapper alive. So the song starts out pretty mellow. So you're thinking this is going to be like a smooth version, kind of like The Heart Part 3. And then about a minute and 20 seconds in, the beat changes. It's really cool because there's like 4 producers on here and Alchemist is one of them. And so he produces the second beat change and it's really quick. Kendrick doesn't use this beat that much, but he uses it for a purpose, as I mentioned earlier, and that purpose is to respond to a rapper. He doesn't say names, but he makes it very clear. He says, "My fans can't wait for me to sun your punk ass and crush your whole little shit. A big pun your punk ass, you a scared little bitch." Now, those lines are very vague, and you probably wouldn't be able to decipher who he's talking about based on just those 2 lines, but it's not Drake. It's Big Sean. Big Sean is someone who's been throwing shots at Kendrick for a while now. Every time that he talks about control in interviews, he says, "Oh, I didn't get bodied on that. I don't feel like I got bodied," which is not a big deal. I mean, that's your own opinion. That's how you feel. But then no more interviews came out last fall. And that's where Big Sean threw a couple shots at Kendrick, subliminally, of course. Talking about, I'm not really impressed with these dudes that rap fast. How is he like the savior of rap? And so most people assume that Kendrick wouldn't respond. He's not really the aggressive type to go at other rappers. He's thrown some shots over the years, yes, but Kendrick has been more trying to create art instead of trying to be the best rapper, for the most part. I mean, he'll still tell you he's the best rapper, but I look at his albums as art pieces, not his entries to be the best rapper alive. But he does respond, and I don't think Big Sean was expecting this. Hell, nobody was expecting Big Sean or Kendrick to respond because, like I said, he's just in a different lane right now. And so he does respond, and it's like a small portion of the song. It's not even like the huge part. It's not even the best part, in my opinion. I think the production is on point. I love that there's 3 beat changes throughout here, and just his flow. This is an insane record. It's really up in the ante for that upcoming album. I look at the 3rd beat as the best one out of all the beat changes. This one is where Kendrick really just lets loose and spazzes. The other ones are cool, but one is too short and the other is like totally different. It's just that smooth, mellow vibe like I mentioned. And so when he hits this 3rd one, he is just going off. Like I mentioned earlier, he wants to be the best rapper alive. He says it himself and he backs it up with a ferocious rhyme. Not only that, this rhyme is showcasing multiple flows. Like Kendrick really went all out. If you listen to this song and you're not anticipating Kendrick's album now, I don't know what to tell you. Maybe you just don't know quality music, because I don't know how you can hate on this song. This song was perfect. It's the perfect song for Kendrick Lamar. He says, "Donald Trump is a chump. Know how we feel, punk. The God is coming." He said it's like that. Dropped one classic, came right back. Another classic right back. My next album, the whole industry on an ice pack. Man, those are some bars right there. I like that. I like that he addressed Donald Trump. I wonder if Donald Trump will even respond. That would be kind of cool. Because Donald Trump is kind of like, crying over every little thing. So I wonder if he'll trip about Kendrick. I think that would be a nice added boost to like this campaign that's, very short, but nonetheless going to be very effective for Kendrick. And there was a line that kind of struck out. It was right after he said the whole industry in an ice pack. He said with TOC. Now, I didn't look on Genius. I looked on Genius last night. But I looked today, and I'm wondering if TOC might be the acronym for the album. Or it's some acronym that I don't know of right now. But that was just something that popped in my head when I was listening. I was like, the whole industry in an ice pack with TOC. It sounded like it could be the album acronym, and nobody really was talking about that on Twitter. They were all focused on the Big Sean shots. So I don't know, but that was just an observation I had. So April 7th just got a lot more exciting. You have Joey Badass, 2 Chainz, and now Kendrick Lamar. It's safe to say that that will be the biggest hip-hop rap release day of the year so far. You got so many big names dropping under one day, and so that's going to be a really fun day. Listening to The Heart Part 4 and hearing his recent New York Times comments, I still have no idea where Kendrick is going with this album, because his New York Times comments don't say anything about spazzing on rappers, about trying to be the best rapper alive. And then The Heart Part 4 is everything that I just said. So it's kind of like, where is he going? I feel like The Heart Part 4 is something that you kind of push to the side in a sense, because it's not going to represent what the album is going to sound like. I don't think we're going to get a lot of Kendrick Lamar really going in verses like that. Like I said, his albums are art pieces, and he has a concept, he has a theme, he has what he needs to represent what he wants to do. And so that's what I feel is going to be the album. But I still have no idea what it's going to sound like in the least bit. So those are my thoughts on Kendrick Lamar's The Heart Part 4. After you listen to the song, let me know what you think about it in the comments section. What do you think Kendrick's album is going to sound like? Talk to me in the comments, and then like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're not already, share the video. Follow me on Twitter at SermonsDomain, and as always, thank you for your time. I appreciate you for watching, and until next time, peace.